I've led multi-billion-dollar transformations and change efforts across sectors like aerospace and defense, industrial manufacturing, healthcare, energy, retail, and hospitality, both here in the United States and globally. And I currently serve as the Director of People and Culture at Nimbus. It's an incredible fintech company, although today I am here in a personal capacity and not representing the organization. My roots are in public policy and public service. I hold a master's in public policy and I'm pursuing my PhD in organizational management focused on organization design and change management. Fun fact, am also a former Peace Corps volunteer. Then we have about 50 people on the line. If there's any other RPCVs, please put it in the chat. I would love to know who you are. And I'm a lifelong believer that the systems we design shape not just how work gets done, but how people experience that work. So today, what we're going to do is dig into what it really means to design organizations at the systems level, beyond the boxes and the lines, and how OD professionals can influence structures, process, and culture in integrated and practical ways. We'll also look at some real-world examples and patterns and field-tested strategies, and there's going to be time for discussion because I know so many of you bring an incredible wealth of experience from your own work. So let's get right into the details. I wanted to start with something fun. So I found the prettiest house I could think of besides a mansion. So think of this, picture this. You're handed the keys to this house and you're told this is where you get to live for the rest of your life. Wow. On the surface, it sounds great to me. I would live in this house. But as you start to walk through it, you notice things. You start to notice things in the surface level. This is what it looks like on the inside. The foundation, it has cracks. Someone keeps repainting the walls, hoping it'll distract from the plumbing that never worked right. The roof is compromised, it has holes, and it no longer serves the purpose of protecting the home. Rooms are oddly shaped. What used to be a dining room is now trying to be a conference room. There's no clear hallway, so people keep bumping into each other all the time. And I'm pretty sure I see a stairwell to nowhere. This is the house that you're expected to live in, to work in, and to grow in. So before you check your calendars and see if you joined a home improvement conference, I'm going to assure you you're likely in the right place. Can't make any guarantees. But what if I told you that this house is actually your organizational home? So you see, the truth is most organizations aren't built. They accumulate. One layer on top of another, like papers on a desk, reacting to urgency instead of designing for purpose. And when it's time to change, the organization doesn't typically look to us, OD practitioners, to start with a blueprint. It looks to us to slap on a fresh new coat of paint. As OD practitioners, our job isn't just to help people cope with a bad layout. Our job is to ask, what was this house built for? And who is it serving? And how might we redesign it together to be a place where people thrive and not just survive? Because if we don't change the house, we can't expect the people in it to move any differently. So as we go through today's session, I want you to keep that analogy of a house in mind, and I'll be referring back to it. Equivalent designing and redesigning your organization with the construction of a house. And that house needs a strong foundation to start. So speaking of foundations, I know we have a lot of people on the line from all around the world, probably, and all around America. And I know you have all different levels of experience. So this is just a quick poll to level set where we are with our understanding of org design and systems design. So the question is, how confident are you in explaining the difference between organization design and systems design? You're very confident, you use them both regularly, somewhat familiar, you've worked on them both, maybe one, you've heard of them, you can't explain it, or it's all